Goodness, gracious. It took a while. They even showed up early. I think they were here like 30 minutes early. So it took like 3 hours. Goodness gracious. What's up, Zach? Congrats on that biggest bear. Oh, how's the day going so far? Oh, man. Going well. Nice. Alright, so obviously a little bit shorter stream. I was gonna wait till like maybe 4 to start, but I was like, I'm already like so delayed. I tried working on this off stream and I did not realize like how much like doing this on stream helps me just focus, lock in a bit. Cause I was playing some Delta Force while I was like waiting. To be fair, probably not like the best game since for it, but what you call it? But I mean, there's no actually I don't know because I was technically quote unquote ranked today. Everyone preemptively making videos about farming for brother. There was one channel I think already had 3 videos, and they had like a Mugen farming video today that came out for setups to use to farm Mugen swords. Why is it light though, bro? Like, I need the stupid Ifrit dagger. I'm never getting that in my lifetime. It's Proving Grounds all over again. Because Proving Grounds was another one, like the Exo Xenos, where I missed the Proving Grounds the first time they were around, and the the sword for fire back then, which was pretty good, especially if you had like the more skill damage focused characters. Because I think at the time it was like the only real thing for skill damage for fire. Actually, I think it still is until it was until the axe. But I didn't get it. I missed out on it. And so I was waiting for it, and then every time I think it was like this, they did this again where everybody was like, "Oh, fire is next, so Proving Grounds should be coming back for fire," and then they were just like, "Light Guild Wars." That's like you. Grand Zoe incoming, a real one this time, not just a summer one that gets turned into a grand character. Honestly, I'm kind of surprised Zoe hasn't gotten like an actual grand version yet. And before she gets like a and before they make it a gun that's really good for like Street King or something. Alright. I was looking through this earlier to try to remember what I'm supposed to do next. I know we need to do the right file thing. I think I was trying to remember. Right, I was gonna make right file take all of these. Oh wait, does it need all of it? Oh, it needs average and total. Alright. Oh, I snakes in the garden, trying to be friends. I'm so sad though. I had like 3 really good games today when I was playing Delta Force earlier. I was just sitting there like, man, I had like one game where I was like kind of, oh, I was like, what's going on? And then I got like 7 kills, and then all the games after that, I was like a rezzing machine and walking out with like 13. I think one I had like 17 kills or something. It was pretty good for me for how out of practice I am for those types of games. 1 second, where is the cloth for the dust? But yeah, I was so stoked because I was like counting it down right when we were doing Water Guild Wars. I was like, oh, they went Earth favored into Water favored, so next should be Fire favored, which means like so Ifrit should be next, which means should be able to finally get the dagger, and then hopefully the new weapon that he gets is like good, and then you went Light Guild Wars is next, and now I'm like depressed. Okay, it needs to print out the time period, which I can get from here. Let's write to file. So we'll need to call in the make list for screen time. Have that return a new list. And then I also need to pull out the, oh, I should have crapped. I wrote it and then like it was the end of stream yesterday, and so I didn't put it into this file, so I need to remember how I did that. I think it was just, wait, didn't, oh, never mind, it's right there. Trolling. First 2 a minute, I'm a lonely soul, and the last 2 a minute, I need a hand on them. Oh, since you're here, I don't know, I guess I just to pick brains. You got any redeems or anything you think would be nice to add for use? I don't know. I've like added the ones that I'm like I've thought of. I was kind of thinking that maybe on the suggestions channels, or I guess I could put like a question in the suggestions channel. See if anybody responds. All I really know is like sound alerts and stuff. Well, to be fair, that's I don't do like other redeems because there's certain redeems I'm like I don't feel like doing those. Alright, so we got screen time, dates, total time, average time. File. Then when it comes to write to file, we need it to make list. One should work. Because it's a list of tuples. Meaningless 1 million channel point redeemed different. Kind of funny. It's actually kind of funny. I do know there's someone who has they hate hydrate redeems so much that their hydrate redeem is 1,000,000 points. Hazard is literally their only redeem. That's funny. That's actually funny. Yeah, I don't know. I know like what is it? Like my hydrate redeem, right? Like I have a cooldown on that. It's a lot less than it used to be. I think when I first started streaming, there's like I knew it ahead of time because I'd seen other streamers and stuff. I don't know if it's a personal peeve of mine when there's like a non cooldown hydrate and people just like spam the shit out of it. I don't know why it just like annoys me when I see that, and that's just as a viewer. I'm like I know that if I allowed that as a as a streamer is I would not be happy. Honestly, I would not be happy. So that's why it has a redeem, like it has a cooldown on it, and people complain about it. It used to be, I think it was like 15-20 minutes the first time I did it. I don't remember what it is now. I think I like chopped it all the way down to like 3 or something. Saracen, yeah, I did that while I was waiting for the people to show up earlier in the day. Opportunity to get a Cyrus alongside a new Lady Grey on the Ledge banner. I'm trying to remember. I mean, possibly, but I'd find it kind of. Well, I guess. Do we know when the next Guild Wars is? Like, what the date was on it, or have they just said like the element typing? April 7th to the 14th. Oh my god, they do have a conscience. Well, to be fair, it makes sense because if they don't do it in February, it'll fall in the anniversary, which is no bueno. Because the anniversary is the story, so it kind of makes sense that it'd be in April. Oh, cool. I have a good amount of break to recover my sanity, which I'll just throw away in Delta Force. Also means I have time to, because I need to finish uncapping my Celestial Sword, but I probably could try to put in some Cosmos reps to see if I can get something. I don't really think the Cosmos stuff is very useful unless it's like marked 2 though. You with the fire one in May? Don't you put that on me, Ricky Bobby. If they did that, I'd cry. If I finished Frau before then, I'd be fine. But if I don't have Frau done and they do that, I'll cry. Yeah, it's a lot less common nowadays than it used to be, though. That's for sure. Back before we started having a bunch of events like Guild Wars, I think Guild Wars used to be what, like almost every other month, like guaranteed. Same thing with Rise of the Beast. I think Rise of the Beast used to be like every 3 months, guaranteed. And then as they slowly started adding in like reruns and more events, now it's kind of like sometimes they'll be like, oh, by the way, bringing back the good old days, back to back Guild Wars. And then other times I think it's just, I don't know. I guess part of it we'll have to wait and see, just because of if with how close this Nejima like collab is to uh Slime in regards to their collab tempos, which usually they do like 1 or 2 a year tops. I wouldn't be surprised if part of the other reason for the gacha banners was to try to get more collab opportunities to fill in some of those spots in between. Because realistically speaking, the collab stuff kind of also makes it a little easier on the dev team. Because yeah, they still have to make kits for the characters, but they don't. It cuts out the entire time of like, how are we gonna make the character look? What are we gonna call the character? You know, stuff like that. Like, you know, the entire like design part of it for the like the visuals is like cut out. So, and I'm pretty sure it probably makes it a little easier for them to like craft a story, since it's they don't have to worry about it being like quote unquote super canon. Even though I think we still have, don't we still have like this? Didn't the slime thing end with all of them over here like somehow? So I don't know. For I don't know if they actually know if they're gonna be doing with that, but still. But I'm curious if maybe that's what they're trying to do with it. Moment of truth. Stick around in the world. It's like before we go off to what is it, Celestial or whatever it's called, right? It's just they just have like this roughly drawn sketch of like all the collab characters just huddled, Bobo in the middle, front and center, where he deserves, right? Just waving as we're going off. And we're just like, all right, they're here. Huh. No, wait, what's a nun type? For lion and right to. Wait, what got returned as a nun type? This got returned as a nun type because I am stupid. Oh, the rest of that should have worked though. I guess it didn't work because it couldn't execute the whole block, huh? Divination. I will say, I've already noticed that regardless of what they do with the gacha collab stuff, they already have the same issue. Like, well, multiple of them, but character-wise, they already have like the same issue that they had with the previous banner, where there is a single character that's in the gacha version, and they're like, why? Why isn't he a free character? Why is he in the gacha? I was like, oh, I don't think they're ever winning. Honestly, I don't think they're ever winning against that, at least. All right, this one needs to be rewritten. Oh my god, I'm gonna go get in a verbal fist fight with my dog. Oh crap, right, I forgot to do the flash, and it works. It's just I need to do the I4 gore. Take a look. And the 5-star ultimate pack for pages gives 2 super Baja mats, so it takes 10 of them from camping one. Oh, but that's because I think it's because you get the mat from the achievement though, if it's the one I'm thinking of. Because that was the new honor thing they attached to the story events. Was the mat from Super Baja. That's probably why it doesn't give you the full thing. I was about to be like, what the fuck? But then I remembered. Yeah, the ultimate memory. Yeah, you get one from the events. And since it takes like 2 events to get enough, it's like what technically when you buy one you'll always have like 4. So arguably you could still just buy it. It's still probably like worth buying it. If you but I guess that comes down to like if you just don't want to farm the weapon stones and stuff. Or if you just want to speed it up, right? Like if you just need like 2 more and you're just like, alright, grab it. Because like realistically the rest of the what's in that set is kind of whatever. But yeah, obviously, honestly, I'm not super surprised. Because technically it'd be like, by the time you buy 5 of them, you should have the other half. It's just that at that point, they should have just made it a pack for 2 or something, because Like, I think they gave you enough of everything else to 5-star it that you don't need it. Yeah, they give you everything else. Just, well, actually, no, not really, because they only give you 30 ultimate units. Oh, it's intrinsically designed to be bought multiple times, actually. Because everything on it isn't enough. It gives you a third of the ultimate units you need, a third of the merits you need, 1/6 of the silver relic shards you need, and a quarter of the weapon stones you need, on top of giving you like a fifth of the ultimate memory. So I'm assuming the value is more than likely designed around by the time you get enough folia pages to buy like enough of the sets, you should have already gotten like the other half of the ultimate mass memories at least from the events themselves. Actually kind of smart. Because that way it doesn't completely invalidate like the super baja people. But still give something for people like me who are too lazy and too scared to go do super baja. Something so he can work. Honestly, like I'm fine with it. I don't really particularly mind. Get for free from Anniversary here. Too soon for free Draconic Reforge. I think it depends on if they want to add like new actual hard content this year. But yeah, I doubt it's going to be Draconic, like a free Draconic Reforge. Highly doubt it. Because I feel like if they, because I'm pretty sure the Draconic, like the Draconic Reforge is probably going to be like the Step 5 pack. They're probably going to add it for like 280 or something, and then add like one of the mats to cheat, to like the honor that you can get, and just do that. And then probably after a year of that, like I'd be more willing to believe they'll give us another like 5-star Ultima weapon or something for free. Oh, it's because oh wait, what's supposed to be a string? You're not supposed to subtract it. Oh, okay, I understand what I did wrong. Right. I forget that since it's in the curly brackets, it's not a string anymore. It's a actual function. Rolling. I gotta do this again. Oops. Nice. 24 6 2020 to 28 6 2020 780. The average is off. Why is it 156? One, two, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Why is it 1.6? The average is the total. Oh, unless is it supposed to be? Oh, I think I know why. 2, 7, 8. No, that's not right either. What? That is not how the average works. Just chilling your like katana. To be honest, like in my actual opinion, what they're probably going to do is I wouldn't be surprised if they gave a free Mark II Revan weapon ticket. Considering like that's kind of my bid for it. I think they're gonna do something with the Revan weapons again. Like I wouldn't be surprised if they gave us just like a free ticket that gives us like a full like enough like mats, right, to awaken the weapon and then Mark II it. Is probably more feasible. I don't well, actually the big one is I don't know if maybe they'll give us a I don't know if it's too soon though for a Magna 3 Exalto ticket. Because if they gave us like a ticket for a completely uncapped like Exalto weapon, that'd be huge for new players. That'd be like incredibly boosting to get them up and running. That's such a huge power spike to even just get one of those. I'm trying to figure out why they say average minutes is 156. Because the average is the sum of the numbers by the length of the numbers. But the number they want is 156. But there is no way in hell you're getting 156. Because the other number is right, the 780, right? Well, you guys can't see it, it's on the notepad over here. If we get 780, yeah, equals 15. Which is how many numbers you have. It's just, I don't know. Honestly, speaking of Draconics, I still need to get, I think light and dark are the two grids left that I don't have a Draconic for. But we got those 10 scales from Guild Wars. Oh, sweet, another axe. I guess Colossus has felt kind of bad that I dipping me on the axis for so long. I'm pretty sure I just went from having one full limit break axe and I'm now right back to needing one axe to full limit break the second one. I'm like pretty sure. But yeah, to be honest, like I foresee free Draconic probably the year after. Like if they don't do it this year, I see the reforge like next year. Like I see them adding the like probably the mat to like honor stuff, like with the Folia pages towards the end of the year, and then probably just giving us a free Draconic reforge. Or they could do it the other way around, right? Because they did it that way for the Ultima weapons, right? We got the free Ultima 5-star, and then they added that to the Folia pages. Or, well, then they made the Folia page system and added it. Hmm. I'm trying to figure out why the average time is different. The 780 divided by 156 is 5. Oh, you're supposed to divide it by the number of days? Oh, that's why. You're supposed to divide it by the number of days, not the number of, I understand now. We don't need this anymore. Average minutes is this days. I was like trying to figure out because I thought it was like on total, but no, it's the average time they spend per day. Movie. I don't even know why I'm making it run again because I know it works. Oh, right, because days is getting sent as a. I know it works. I'm not gonna run it again. I'm too lazy to type all that shit out. But that basically makes this. Prints out this. Oh, there is notepad. There it is. That prints this out. This. That's what all of this does. All of this takes the date entered, the amount of days you want to like keep track of your screen time. Then you put in numbers, which the parameter they wanted is you break it with a space in between each one for like TV, PC, mobile. And then ignore this because this is just me forgetting to cast days as an int. But that then goes to write file and it makes this here, prints this out in this format. This is pretty good practice because I plan on that's kind of like similar to what I plan on doing, like the meal list. Well, to some degree, the meal list will be much simpler than that. Because I'm just gonna put the date in front of every entry and then just sort through that instead of like being like this day and then digga 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 digga. I mean, there's a way to do the other one. Like if I just made like a list, right? Like if I put your inputs in and I made the inputs into a list and then I go, okay, if this is coupled to this, you know, for the date, it would then just look over here and be like, okay, what list in a list has this date? Grabs that one and then appends the second, like whatever the meal is to that, calls it good. And then that way you just have like lists within a list. You could also do a dictionary. That's just I'd have to figure out how. Oh well, no, that'd be the same. It would just be like for key in dictionary, print key, and then for value in key, print value. And then that would, right, like you have like a dictionary, and then you'd just be like for key and print key. So that would be the date. And then while in here, you'd be like for value in key, because every dictionary, the key has a value sorted to it. So you would just print the value. That's it. Or well, you wouldn't print, but you would do like file dot write. Right. That's what it would be. And then what it would do there is it would be like, it would write the key, and then it would be value, value, value. And then it would move on and then go next key, value, value, key, value. Like so on and so forth, and that's how it would write to the file. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Should be right. Integer. Oh, float. Ooh. I didn't even write this correctly anyway. Other than Valentine Frau, Valentine Sarasa. Like realistically, I think the only way I'll draw on Valentine's would be if they ever released Valentine Frau and Sarasa at the same time. I do not think there's any other like character that they could do a seasonal version of. Alright, I take it back, Sturm. Maybe Azusa. Azusa would depend on the kit. But definitely those three. Would be Sarasa, Frau, Sturm. If they released like multiple, like Valentines of multiple of them in one go. Because if they sprinkle it throughout, I'll just always save a pick ticket for it, just in case. And just pick ticket it. But those would be the big three. Azusa would kind of just depend on like her kit. And if she released like alone, right? Like if she releases another person, I'd probably just pick ticket the other person, like of the three. But if she releases like by herself, like 1 year or something, I would pick ticket her. I find it hilarious. Like my list of like favorite characters have like one correlation, and then there's two outliers. The two outliers are Frau and Lich. All the other characters on like the top, like that high list, all have similarities. They all have a shared trend amongst them all. Valentine's, Drang, and Storm. If they, I swear, if they do a Valentine and it's a duo unit of Drang and Storm, I will Out of spite, not get it. I hate Drang. Drang pisses me off. What is it? Oh, it's data from. Oh, you're right. I wasn't done. Separate isn't too. No, I know you like you meant it as separate, but just seeing it together reminded me that Halloween Vasaraga Zeta exists, which means potentially there's a potential that one day they're gonna do a seasonal unit and it's gonna be Sturm and Drang on this like as a dual unit, and I'm gonna lose my shit because I hate that character. And the thing is that I think the only two seasons it would make sense would be either Valentine's or Holiday. I think all this is a list of tuples. Uh, sued in time. Um, uh, oh, I also realized today when I went on that rampage last night with a sniper, none of those kills counted because the sniper rifle isn't one of the guns to use for Hat Claw. Made me kind of sad. But it's okay. I basically got another 50 kills like today in like 4 games, so it's fine. But yeah, it's actually really funny though. Like just thinking of like my favorite characters. Well, to be fair, there's 3 outliers in total. It's just that, well, you could say 4, but Nemone is more of like a meme for me just because she's been so bad for so long. But for me, she carried my Earth team for so long because she was like, that was how shit my Earth team was. That it was like Nemone was my strongest attacker to use. And like to be fair, she wasn't like super duper garbage way back when I used to use her. It was like she was just not like very highly ranked because she was really finicky and you had to have like you had to babysit her a lot to like make sure she didn't get hit to lose her stacks and stuff. Because if you could keep her stacks up high, she dealt a bunch of damage. If not, then she just dealt like no damage. So Nemone is like an honorary mention, but like the 3 outliers is Frau, Lich, Vera. Specifically her Grand and Valentine versions, which I own both. But well, actually, I used her Dark version a decent amount too. But those are the two I've used the most. But everything else is like Sturm, Azusa, Sarasa, Kambira, Anira, Laguna, Almeida, I think with the pickaxe. Name of the last one. There's one more. There's one more. This cannot be. How can they be on the list and I don't remember the name? I also find it funny how it's easier to use a tier list to find a character than it is to use the character list. Oh, Chichiri. There we go. Like in the Saint. I was like, wait, like the name is escaping me. How is this possible? Yeah, those are like all my other like favorite characters, and then Vasaraga is just like technically like number 2 as well, but you know, for the purposes of listing this list off, that's the stuff. Izimir is an honorary mention on the side. Ooh. But that's like, yeah, that's why I say that Frau, Lich, and Vera are like outliers on my favorites list. But yeah, Filene also gets an honorable mention in there. She would be ranked higher if like I used her more, but to be fair, she still kind of fits the trope, aka that they all have like horns, which I guess is why like Chevira is like in there technically. But like to be fair, I like Vera in general. She's always one of my favorite characters. And then Mama Forte would be on there too, but she's so bad. I've never been able to use her like as a character on any of my teams because she's just been. It's like they just forget she exists. Forte appreciators are crying. I think. Oh, you're right. I was still writing out. Actually, nah. I think that was good enough practice on writing stuff out. 4 minutes. Ready-made module. The Python standard library. Oh, 1 second. Need to blow my nose. Blow my nose. Oh. Slap Forte into the back of a mana die routine, give you more skill damage off the caress. I mean, would the value even be worth with already running 2 katanas? I mean, it is a 10% damage cap up, but still, like at max stacks. I thought ads were supposed to be for 3 minutes. I have no idea. That's been happening to me in like Rook's Twitch also. Because he does 3 minute ads also, and he'll be like, all right, running ads for 3 minutes until he takes a small break when he does it, and like that'll get like a 30-second one, and then I'm just like there. To be fair though, in some other people I've noticed that it no longer tells you the full duration, right? Like there's been a couple other people where they also have 3 minute ads and it'll say like 30 seconds, but then it'll play like another one that's like 30 seconds and another one that's like, it'll play like 6 of them back to back, but they'll all say 30 seconds. I don't know. It's weird. Works. Light character, uncapped for Guild Wars. I don't know. Good question. Look at the tier list. You can tell I'm like not focused on this at all. On coding. I should be, but that's what it is. I'll get around to it later. Who would I uncap? The real question is, will it be a grand or not this time around? Because last time it was Lucio. Lucio, oh. Uh, Rosamia uncap, making her like really strong would be great for my nostalgia. Rosamia like carried my light team forever ago. Back when I was a wee grand bluer. Um, Maybe Feather. I could see Feather getting an uncap. Yeah, honestly, I don't know. If it's Grand, I think it'd probably just be like Grand Jean. Or maybe Grand Cag. I don't think Cag's like doing too hot recently. But yeah, I got no idea who they could do for an uncap, honestly. To be fair, it might also be one of those rare guild wars where they just don't uncap anybody for it. Oh, happened again. Let's see if some kind stranger wants to come hit it for 1%. Yes, oh mysterious kind stranger. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know. I think I should try setting up the 3 dagger with a Gabriel dagger setup. See how that works. Oh, that's not gonna. I'm not gonna be able to test that. I have to actually write the file. I'm too lazy to do that. Just so. Yeah, that's something I. Oh, this is what I learned in. Yeah, oh, this is exactly what I. Yeah, this looks exactly like how I learned how to write things in C sharp. Where it'd be like curly bracket, the next space you'd write the stuff, and curly like it would be like this, and then you'd go and then boom, and that'd be like the block. Subvert expectations and light Belial grants for Guild Wars. I don't, part of me feels like I don't know if we'd get like a regular. I feel like Belial, if he gets released, would get the Ennead treatment, right? Or I think we would get Belial's summer version before we got his like regular version. Like he'd get like Magus treatment. He'd just be there with like a really tiny towel that he just holds while he kicks things or something like that. Something stupid. No kind can go. Come get his. God, my brain just really isn't into studying today. Probably should just do side project work. My hero. Thought all heroes wear capes. Some of them come flying in with a fish. I will say the nice thing about Guild Wars is now that I have that setup that I was using to beat up Nightmare 100, that 2 turns the impossible raid. I wonder if that actually might be able to like murder the Proud really quick too. But I was just like, oh, I'm too lazy to set up a team for this. Let me just throw them at it on full auto. They almost 1-turned it. Let's say this is so foul. Huh, it worked. Nice. All right, so we need to make a function. The oh. I'm gonna take a break in like 10 minutes. I say take a break, but it's not like I've been hard focusing all that much. My brain's kind of like out of it a little bit right now. I'll take a break in 10 minutes. And my brain get all of its distracted tendencies out. Reads are just so fun. Oh my goodness. Don't have anything uses two Colossus swords. Just slapping a Colossus bunny. Have you ever slapped a giant robotic primal so hard he dropped his sword? Regulary has. Don't know why it happened, but it happened. That's funny. Just imagine just, this Colossus half dead, lying on the ground, defeated. You just come in riding on this little bonito. Just have him slap Colossus, and the Colossus is like, oh no, I have my sword. Tosses it to you. Let it lead you to victory. Yeah, actually, to be honest, those are the weapons I'm not sure why they tell you to do two of. Because I've only ever seen the grids use one. Like, I've yet to see one that uses both of them. Oh, actually, no, I take it back. Leviathan is the one I've seen people use too. I think it's with Cryosaur. I've seen people use two in some of their setups. But I think that's for like, I think that was for Hexa? Like a Hexa water setup with Cryosaur? That I think they were dual wielding them. I don't know. I remember seeing a grid for Cryosaur dual wielding the katanas from Leviathan. But everything else I've only ever seen them use like the one. I think part of that is just that some of the weapon types is like, well, you sure as hell aren't dual wielding those if you're playing Cryosaur in fire. Or you're not dual wielding them for Viking, because then you lose out on Banog value. Which to be fair, at this point, if you're playing Viking, you're probably, and you're not a lazy bum like me, you're probably just running main hand. So yeah, in light, I've only ever seen people use one spear because you just have so much HP in that grid that it doesn't really make sense to use anything else. They use more. Saw someone using 3 of the spear from Chev and something. I forget what it was exactly. It was all their HP there. I feel like the only reason they would do that is because they dropped all their swords for something. Because I feel like if you're running, or maybe they drop like most of their swords. Because I feel like if you have like 3 or 4 swords in your grid, like running 3 spears is overkill, and you're just kind of messing yourself over on damage. Fun. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. This file name. And then it wants it to print the name, age, and hobby. Mm-hmm. Uh, and it also person. Jason. It would be. Or no. Person. Actually, we'll call it the people. 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 The only reason I even know how to spell people is because there was a song we had once when I was doing marching band called Song of the People. And we got so tired of hearing the title over and over again that we started making fun of it and we'd call it Song of the People. That's the only way I like instantly know when I misspelled the word people. Is because like, can I PO play it? Nope, it's spelled wrong. But drawing multiple token boxes at once is also for story events, not just Guild Wars. Blessed. Granted, it doesn't do much to me because I only ever really get enough for uh just the folio pages. But I mean, I guess, you know, one click instead of like 5 or 6. I'll take it. I'm lazy. These final hours down my heart, I feel how that you want. You. I'll make you love me. Okay. Offer you something warm in the dark. I don't know if this is gonna work the way I want it to. I might have to do concatenating instead. I feel the power. Oh, do this. We'll try it and then we'll figure it out later. These. Breaking a little bit. John from the mother. Where you at? I know what. Alright, 15-minute break. Wasn't very well earned, but we're taking it. Grace Semi come back from retirement for a bit. She's on 7 streams. Oh yeah, I think I saw a clip from what was it? The hoodie thing or whatever? Clip that was whatchamacallit, people were inferring might have been a shout out to Nimbus. Oh wait, no, it's supposed to be. Wait, did it print out? Oh wait, no, it did print it out. It's supposed to. I have it so truncated that it's kind of sometimes it looks like it's doing it wrong when it's not. Actually, no, I'll save this one and save it as a just some example. Ooh, this one's actually kind of fun. Oh wait, I'm on break. What am I doing? I'm trolling. I thought you just continue reading. I literally just mentioned that I'm on break. Have I mentioned this snake has been too kind to me after Guild Wars? It's felt so guilty. Because what it did to me with Guild Wars, it gave me the axe, and then it's just shitting out daggers. I think in the last like 2 weeks, I've gotten like 4 daggers, not including the free one from beating it up 100 times in a month. I mean, I'm not complaining. I think of it with the 4 daggers, what I need to fully copy the, or at least like fully copy the base of the grid that I use for Colossus. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they use 4 daggers. 4 daggers, 1 axe. Mm-hmm. Oh, they use the Ocean Glory one for that. Oh, yeah, I've been debating to change the third skill on my stick. I was debating on whether to change it to Fallacy, but I guess Ocean's Glory is a decent choice too. Mm-hmm. Also debating whether to try out the Chat Noir version, but that has like a lot of stuff I don't have. Which I'm just gonna assume that could affect it and then just convince myself that not my problem. Mm-hmm. 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 Yeah, tonight will probably. Oh crap! Wait, what's today? Shit. Well, tonight will be Delta Force, but I need to remember to do a drawing. I need to somehow scuff out a drawing in like between today and tomorrow. But I don't feel like drawing on stream. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Maybe we'll see. We'll see. I was gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna do some Delta Force warm up before tonight, like in between, and then I was like, wait, no, I have to do this. I've got, oh, like I completely forgot about it because of all the, because my brain's just been so dead with the whole like trying to organize my room and stuff like that. Like the weekend that I was originally gonna be drawing, I just mentally was not in it because I was, well, cleaning my room and packing things. Well, organizing things. I need to like finish packing things. To be fair, I was like half packing because I did have boxes to like organize things in, but there you go, down and get boxes and use them. The main issue is there's one box that I haven't really opened, but it kind of got thrashed a bit in the last move. And it's like a cardboard box, so like the bottom part is like the top part's like smushed, and then the bottom part's like kind of like falling apart. So I need to get whatever's in there put into something else, and then do kind of like a final sweep. To be fair, it's a little bit more relaxing now because they've done the inspection on the house, they gave the offer. Now it's like up to my parents to decide like what they're gonna do with it. Um, and as long as I have my stuff, I think like the week of the 14th, like around there, then I'm chilling, and we're good. I have some time. I can be a little bit more relaxed with it because I already have most of it done. And that was kind of like the only, like, well, not the only, but that was kind of like one of the real nice things from getting it done ahead of time was having the like I can be a bit more relaxed now. Now I can't let myself be too relaxed because my procrastinating ass will literally wait till the day before. Because I'll just be like, I'll just look over and be like, oh, it's organized. That's organized. Fine. And then it'll be the last day, and it's like I'm just dumping everything into a box and get in the box. Ain't nobody got time for none of this organizing shit. Because the big thing will be figuring out what goes where, like, what's going with me and what's going in like the move. Because basically what we're doing is same shit I've always done growing up, except for the last couple of years, where it's uh we pack the house, we hire people, they come, they load the the boxes into a truck, big old truck. They take that, and then they go over, they unload over there. No, wait, what are we doing here? No, I think we're renting like one of the big U-Haul trucks, and then we're getting people to come and load that. Then we drive that over. Then we get people over there to come and unload that, and then we do, I don't know, some shit like that. I don't know, something or another. But basically, as long as like I just need to make sure I have what I'm taking with me, which would be like my computer, switch, stuff like that. Stuff that I definitely don't want like breaking. I'd have to see if the biggest thing about whether or not I take this desk is kind of dependent on if I can like take it with me. Because I think if I take it if I let the movers load it up, it's not going to survive. Like it probably could survive, but the crack on it's probably going to get really bad on the top part, and that'll be a bit of a problem. Because I won't have it like covered with something. They put stuff on it. So, and then there'll be like slide and shit all over it and stuff like that. So I probably, if we can somehow take it with me, it'll be fine. But I mean, maybe I'll say fuck it, we ball, and I'll just let them pack it up and then see if it survives on the way over. Because if it survives on the way over, fantastic. Because then it means I can delay buying a new desk. If it doesn't survive on the way over, it means might have to use one of my birthday or Christmas IOUs to get a new desk. G, hello. How is your week going? Break time? Yes, even though break time is ending soon. We have 2 more minutes, 2.5 minutes of break time before the last like 40-ish minutes. Got a late start. I'm kind of out of it, if I'm perfectly honest. I had a late start today because we had people come. There's a local company that they instead of going through like the brokers of listing a house and having someone come buy the house, blah blah blah. Right? They're like a local company that they'll buy a house and then they'll like work on it to then resell it themselves. And so today they came to inspect the house, and they were supposed to be here at 1. The guy who does like the overview and taking pictures and stuff showed up earlier, which was nice, but they didn't finish until like an hour and a half into when I would normally start streaming. And so I was like, so I started streaming when they went, but it's just like I've been so out of it, honestly. I've been so distracted. Anytime like just Zalerico mentioned 2 things about like Grand Blue Fantasy, and I'm off like on the wiki instead of reading the assignment. So technically it's Zaleric's fault, but not really, no. It's just I've been a little out of it, honestly. Today's kind of been a bit of an off day because my entire routine got thrown out. But how are you? How was your week? How was the studying? Busy day. I can't. Well, I mean, it wasn't really busy for me. I dealt with the guy for like a whopping like 5 minutes. Cause like what we did was there's my dog, right? So what we did was like we just had them check my room first, which is on top of the garage, to like just check through it. And then when they were done with that, which took like while they were doing that, I basically like I dealt with him for like 5 minutes while my dad went to go get something, came back, and then I like took the dog and I walked him around the house. And then when they finished inspecting my room, me and the dog spent like the whole time upstairs. Technically I was up here playing Delta Force for like 2 hours. So yes, very busy day running around keeping people alive. But yeah, it's just completely threw it out of whack. Yeah, to be fair, also just like I stayed up late last night because I like streamed till like 1:30 in the morning or something, which is something I was avoiding doing during the week because that destroys my sleep. I didn't go to sleep till like 4 in the morning. I didn't try to start going to sleep till like 4 in the morning, so I probably didn't go to sleep till like 5. I probably got like 5 or 6 hours of sleep. So finger guns. So that's probably has something to do with it too. But you know, we'll blame it on the schedule out of whack. Just doing history homework. All? What kind of history? Global, local, national. I think like one of the few courses I enjoyed taking that wasn't like that was kind of like an elective was I took a it was a world geography course, if I'm not mistaken. And it was really cool because the professor was someone who actually like traveled the world. Like she like all the pictures she was showing that weren't like, you know, just satellite images were pictures she took traveling to the places she was teaching us. And I was like, that is sick. I was like, I am so jealous. Writing more on US history of 1877. Oh, that's a spicy year to learn about. Especially politically. But hopefully you find it interesting to learn. I'm not gonna lie, history sometimes just puts me to sleep. I'm more of a like I'm usually more interested in like world history than I am in like specifically US history. Just because the rest of the world has more recorded stuff than we do. So it's I'll look at like US history and I'm like, but then it's like learning about other countries' histories that they've had stuff recorded for hundreds of years and stuff is pretty interesting to me. Electric, yeah, electric. It's electric. Do, do, do. Elective you have to take. Not a fan of history. Fair, honestly, fair. US history sucks. US history is like kind of interesting. It just depends on like the teacher and like the time period. I'd say like I think my favorite part of history to like learn about is like uh Great Depression into like and the after like how we got out of that. Like I always found really interesting. Mostly because like it's like Great Depression into like World War II. I find particularly interesting, predominantly because like I find military history enjoyable to learn, and World War II is probably like of the current like of the depending on who you talk to for military historians, some of them divided into what they call the cold weapon era and the hot weapon era. And the cold weapon era would be like Iron Age, Bronze Age, you know, stuff like that, because you're not using ignition to do anything, right? It's swords and bows and spears and stuff like that. And then there's what some military or like yeah, military historians call the hot weapon era, which is what we're in now, right? With bullets and explosives and stuff like that. And it's just like I think of the current like era of weaponry, the like World War II is the most interesting to me because it's like it was like the clash of old and new, right? Like old battle tactics, but with all the new like advances in weaponries that we've had, and it's such an interesting topic. And then you like when you dig into the US part of things, you come to realize that it's World War II is intrinsically connected to us like escaping the Great Depression. Or at least like escaping it faster than we would have. So like that section of US history for me is particularly interesting because it has a lot of like interconnecting pieces that people don't really see from the outside. But yeah, anything like 1800 I find kind of boring unless you're talking about like the Civil War. And then I'm like, oh, we talking about like battle tactics because that's pretty interesting. Other things, I'm kind of like asleep in a corner. Request URL. Mm-hmm. Specifically on laws and specific themes that are correlating to now. Oh, I'd be simultaneously like mildly intrigued and bored out of my mind if I had to take that class. I'm not gonna lie. It would probably depend on the professor for me, to be honest. I feel like that's like a lot of things. Like it would kind of just depend on the instructor. There's definitely ways that if they just do it clear cut, I'd be like asleep in the corner the entire lesson. But there's other ways they could probably tackle it that I'd be relatively interested. Cause that was me with I had to take a psychology course for my associate's degree. And realistically, I don't have an interest in psychology and the aspect of like the therapy side of things, I guess, which is what a lot of psychological courses tend to lean towards. Like I just like learning how the brain ticks. Like just period. I don't like any of the extra stuff. And I got really lucky, and the psychology teacher I had was someone who like that's what she specialized in. Like she didn't specialize in like the more, I guess, like I call it like therapy side of things, where it's just like learning about people and all that. Like she was more specialized in like this is how the brain works and this is why it does the things, and I was great for me. Because I'm a very big fan of that kind of stuff. I just like learning how my own body works. It's it is how my brain likes to function, is knowing how things work, especially if it pertains to me. Thought about psychology, but I don't want to get too in depth. Yeah, psychology is definitely one of those where it's like it can get pretty in there. Oh shit, that was long. Wait. I have a website that I like to use. Let's see if this works. But yeah, I feel that elective sometimes can be pretty. Oh, it doesn't have the thing. It doesn't work with this one. Interesting. Interesting. What are you doing? Oh, Marco, welcome in. I am currently studying or doing exercises for a course I found online for Python. Or at least trying to. My brain's a little out of it today. Oh wait, I didn't. I saw that I had it highlighted over here and then what am I doing? I just control Z it. But how is your week going? Hopefully going pretty good. Retrieve all. Retrieve data of all the courses which are currently in a list of tuples. Name of the value listed in exercise. It's essential that you retrieve the data with a function request URL open. May not work correctly. The tests are designed so that they really modify the data retrieved from the very not hard values. Some Mac users might come across. Yeah. But hopefully your history homework goes well. Hopefully it's not a lot of writing. That's the other thing I don't like about history classes. I kind of lucked out on most of mine, and it was a case of a lot of the stuff was just like multiple choice things or very short answers. But I've known a couple of friends to take history courses where you have to write like paragraphs at minimum for the answer for certain things, and I'm just like, brother, I don't care about history that much to be writing that all that it's a little too much. Okay, so you want a function named retrieval. Gracias por el agua. Retrieves the data. Of all courses which are currently active. Field enabled has the okay, proxies. URL open, which can be be a request object or a string, optionally passing the given data. Arguments return values and exceptions. Arrays are the same as URL open. Request. This class is an abstraction of a URL request. URL should a string containing valid, properly encoded URL. Data must be an object specifying additional data sent to the server. And a list of tuples of the request headers. The name of the course, full name, contains the following, or each tuple contains the following fields: full name, name, year. Wait, do I have to construct the tuple? Taking a bit. They're communicating. They're using the string cups. Taking a sweet time. Can this infinitely loop? Oh wait, no, it was this. Client objects. But oh, because I forgot the dot read. Oops. I was like, what did I write last time? There we go. Hmm. It needs to basic information about the courses offered in JSON format. Oh, I need to import the JSON. Well, I guess. Which we use. Request.read. Info equal JSON. And this should work. Okay. So now it should be a dictionary. We want the courses that are enabled equals true. That's what it should be called, right? String. I keep forgetting that if I just select the word, I can just do it off in one go. Dude. Mm-hmm. Feel the next. Oh, more. Okay. Oh wait, I don't need the F string. Baby butt parks and mages. No more. Mm. No more. Oh, why am I writing person? It's info. My brain is still stuck on the previous one. Oh, shit. It's a list of dictionaries. I was about to say, I felt like my ads got like, well, like I was looking over and I saw it was saying ads starting soon, and I was like, oh snap, is it already time? And it's like, it's not. It's just that I forgot that I started at like 3:30 something. So the ad timer, like timing, got a little thrown out of whack. Like I'm losing anyone in it. Oops. Why do I have that comment there? Comment doesn't need to be here. Oh, can it not do? Wait, I was never closes. 1, 2 here. Oh, it needs 3 on this end. Okay. Okay. That worked. And all of this goes under retrieve all. I'm losing my mind. That one lasted 15 seconds. Took off your headphones, adjust your hair, look back, ads done. You know why? It was because, you know, it swooned. It was like, oh my goodness, is a lyric adjusting the hair for me? Fell over. It fainted. You made the rest of the ads faint. Goodness gracious. Actual walking. This weapon, I can't believe this. I wish me fixing my hair would turn the ads off like that. Replace the stars with the contents of field name, the course you want to access. For example, the data of course Docker 2, that address 219. Function named retrieve course. Day another time. All this time alone, God that we've been dreaming. Another day, another time. Another time. Random note for Hololive: League of Legend instigators playing League with their members. I still think it's kind of neat how they've been able to play with viewers and stuff in ways. Even though it does remind me of, what is it, Kella, the blacksmith from Hololive ID. I was thinking she's been playing a lot of PoE2 recently, and I think she had like a stream where she was like providing free voling services for people in a specific channel, and I was thinking like apparently like her luck streak was so good when volleying things that even an actual dev for PoE2 came in and like complimented her blacksmithing skills, which I thought was really funny. But it's been pretty cool that they can do that. Because I think who was it? There was one of them. I think you told me. I think it was what, Corona or someone who they started. They kind of were doing that a lot with that one Liars Bar, I think, or something. At the end. Oh. Return statistics for the specified course in dictionary form. This is not what they wanted. Repo. Oh. Tell me that I'm free. No, I'll be on my I like object deserializes a string bytes byte array instance containing the Python object using conversion tables. But how do I turn it into the dictionary that they want? Zero. One. Two. Three. And that and data. It just has the other stuff. Someone wanted to have her do a sponsor stream. Her manager tried to warn them. I was like, what? We'll pay for 2 hours, we'll be fine. And they got like her doing multiple. One does not simply underestimate the blacksmith of Hololive ID. You cannot and will not be stopped. She has another one who I used to like watching a lot of the videos. Well, I watched the like less than I did for Ina, but she was usually who I liked watching for Hololive ID after she debuted. I'd only ever really watch like clips for Hololive ID, but after the after they did that like wave debuted, I watched a decent amount more. This is just for the first week though, no? The week I'm assuming this is week one, or is that class one? Mm-hmm. Oh, so it'd be everything in between, like each individual thing in between the stuff. So much more. I can drag it around once, but three. Okay. What is the values of that? Yeah, I mean, regardless, it's not something I'm overly surprised of. What was the sponsor for? But yeah, like I just find it so surprising because it's like, as far as I'm aware, she's always been known for doing like stamina streams. Like I don't know if there was a stint where she did like shorter, but I remember when like after she had debuted, she was just constantly pumping out like 10+ hour gaming streams. Um, so then it's like 4 key info. Yeah. Right. That should be a value. I don't think I have to do this whole thing. I do have to do that whole thing. Honor of Kings. But, huh. Actually, now that I think about it, I don't think I'm surprised because I think when I used to watch her a lot, she played like a lot of Rift, the League of Legends mobile version. So I'm not overly surprised that she played a lot of that. Honestly. All right. Got a bit sidetracked, but this is actually kind of interesting with the JSON stuff. Oh wait, no, this is URLs. Actually, this URL stuff is pretty good. It'll come in handy for. I'm pretty sure for when I try to do an API stuff, learning how to use this. But a little bit of a weird time end there, but we will wrap up stream with that. Tonight will just be more gaming. I'm just, like I'd want to study more, but I know that if I try to force myself to study, I'm just gonna like burn myself out with like everything else going on. So hopefully we can pew pew. Hopefully I don't go till like 1 in the morning again. Doesn't matter as much this time because I won't have to wake up early tomorrow. Like I can wake up normal time, but I need to not like destroy my sleep schedule just because I'm pew pewing. But yeah. Let's see. If we have anybody. Oh wait, I think yeah, I know. I know who we can say hello to. I know who we can say hello to. Because I saw their toast pop up. We can go say hi to Clausy. It is her second stream. She's done. She's been going a long time wanting to start streaming, so it's kind of nice to see her finally getting up and at 'em. But yeah, that's going to be it. I heard somebody open the door. That's gonna be it for the day stream. We'll be back tonight, and with some more gaming, some more Delta Force, some more pew pews. But thank you everybody for watching. I do appreciate it. If it is early, if you have a good day. It was late, if you hope you're as well. Stay safe, stay hydrated. Hopefully tomorrow I'll actually get like some real coding done. Well, some more like some real progress on studying done. But yeah, bye.